This coffee cake is the perfect treat to warm you up on a cold morning. It has a light crumb, warm cinnamon, and tangy sour cream, but of course, it's totally vegan. Hey, welcome back to my vegan holiday recipe series. Today I'm going to show you how to make this incredible coffee cake that you can make ahead and enjoy on Christmas morning or any day really. We're going to need the oven for this one, so start by heating it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we're going to prepare an 8x8 inch pan. We want to line it with 2 sheets of parchment paper to help you remove it from the pan. But first I'm going to spray the pan with some oil to help the paper stick to the pan, and I'm also going to clip the paper in place. This cake has several layers, but don't worry, they're all super easy. We're gonna start with the cinnamon filling, which is literally just 2 ingredients. We're gonna take 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and mix that all together and set it aside. Next, we're gonna make the streusel topping. So for that, you're just gonna mix up 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then we're going to take 5 tablespoons of melted vegan butter and mix that in. You want to get everything moist, but you don't want to over mix it. You want the mixture to still be a little lumpy like this. Third, we are going to prepare the cake batter. So we're going to start with the dry ingredients, which are 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to mix in the wet ingredients. So that's 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of vegan sour cream, 1/4 cup of non-dairy milk, 1/3 cup of sunflower oil, and 1/2 tablespoon each of apple cider vinegar and vanilla extract. If you can't get vegan sour cream where you are, or it's expensive, it's pretty easy to just make in your blender. You're just gonna soak 1 cup of raw cashews and then drain them. And blend those cashews together with 1/3 cup of water, 4 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And if you blend that all up, that should make approximately the 1 cup that you're gonna need for this recipe. Okay, so now we just have to assemble the layers and bake it. So first you're gonna take about half of the cake batter and spread it around the bottom of the pan. It might not look like we have enough cake batter right now, but trust me, this is going to rise a lot in the oven. But that's why you really wanna secure that parchment paper so that you can spread the batter around evenly. All right, and next is the cinnamon filling, which I'm just gonna sprinkle on top and try to spread it around as evenly as possible. And then we're gonna take the rest of that cake batter and spread it on top of that. And finally, we're going to sprinkle the streusel on top and just try to spread it out as evenly as you can. Now, this is gonna go in the oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. When it's done, it will have risen quite a lot, and a toothpick should come out clean. Don't be tempted to take it out early, even if the toothpick comes out clean, because you do have those 2 layers of cake in there, and it does take a little while for both of them to fully bake. While that's baking, I'm going to prep some icing that we can drizzle on top. This is optional, you don't have to make it, but I like it. So I'm just gonna mix up 3/4 cup of powdered sugar with 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm gonna add in a tablespoon of non-dairy milk. And you really want to check the consistency here. You want to get it thin enough that it can be drizzled, but not so thin that it's just going to be absorbed right into the cake. Particularly if you're measuring with cups, it's easy to either pack that powdered sugar in there or not get enough or whatever. If your icing is too thick, you can just add like a little splash of almond milk in there until it gets to the right consistency. Or if it is too thin, you can just add about a tablespoon of powdered sugar in there and just just keep mixing till you have the consistency that you want. If you're making this ahead of time, like let's say for Christmas morning, you can go ahead and let the cake cool, then just cover it and reheat it in the morning. But whenever you're ready to serve it, we're gonna drizzle the icing. It's up to you how you want to drizzle it. If you have like a big family and you're gonna serve the whole cake on that day, you can just drizzle the icing over the whole cake. But if you think you're gonna have leftovers, I would just go ahead and slice the cake and just drizzle the icing over the pieces of cake that you're gonna serve. This is gonna work out a lot better if you're gonna reheat the cake, because if you reheat the cake in either the oven or the air fryer with that icing on top of it, it's just gonna melt right into the cake. So it's better to reheat it first and then drizzle the icing on top. And that's it. This is just so perfect with the contrast of this light and fluffy cake with the crunchy crumb topping and the cinnamon filling. And the vegan sour cream in this cake really just balances everything out, so it is not overpoweringly sweet. If you give this a try, I would love to hear what you think. Well, that is all I've got for you for this one, but I will leave a playlist at the end of this video of my vegan holiday recipes in case you want more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.